Hey guys, Uncommon Effect here, and today doing a review on the Lurver. This tank here, you can buy it, and sometimes it comes for sale, but I got it for 7,000 gold, I believe, and it came with the 313 camo, I believe, but normally it goes in the stores around, depending on if it's on sale, 12,000 gold or 8,000 gold. I'm not too sure, but depends on if there's a sale on it or whatnot. But this tank here, it's grown to be one of my favorite premium tanks. Before the nerf, the armor on it used to be terrible. The frontal plate used to just get penned by everything, tier 8s, tier 9s, but they buffed it and now it's a lot better. So the gun handling on it is really good. It's super accurate. It has a 3.7 second aim time, and normally you're doing around 310 damage average with your AP shells. The penetration on it isn't bad. It's 234. It's not terrible at tier 8, but it could be better. It could be a lot better. You can always just switch to APCR and get that 294 APCR pen with 260 average damage. But this tank is really good. The DPM on it is 2,209, which is average in tier 8. So these two games I have, they're both aces. You'll see a lot of features or a lot of places that I use. Right here, you can see the accuracy of the tank. It's really good. The aim time isn't too terrible, but the accuracy is just phenomenal. It really has that German gun to it. And so these two games that I'm showing you, you see positions that I'm hull down in that they can't see my lower plate. So I'm going to talk to you about the weaknesses of this tank. You'll see in the replay later tonight or later in the game that the lower plate is a massive weak point, and there I made a mistake here by switching to HEM and to switch to APCR. See, times like that, the AP pen isn't really going to cut it. You're going to need to switch to APCR sometimes. It just happens, but what can you do? So the view range of the tank isn't bad at all. You won't be spotting much because it's really slow. The view range is 282 meters. Again, standard for tier 8s. But you really want to be hull down, or at least hiding your lower plate. Your side armor is really weak. Your side armor is really weak in this tank, so you need to learn how to side scrape with it and side scrape with it effectively. The lower plate it's troll. For tier 8s, tier 8 heavy tanks and TDs, you can go through it, I'm pretty sure, easily. But tier 8 medium tanks, and especially tier 7, you're going to struggle. So the reload is 8.4 seconds. I switched to Adrenaline here, and you can see I'm wiggling my turret from the T30, and I get a 640 bounce. That is because I'm hiding my lower plate and I'm wiggling. That T30 gun is really good. And with Adrenaline, it's a 7.9 second reload, so it cuts it down a lot. And it really helps out the tank. You can see here some of the accuracy isn't, it's still there, but you need to really take your time in shooting. It's not really a snapshot tank, but it can be effective like that. It's super sluggish. You have a 30km/h top speed with 15 reverse, so you won't be getting around places anytime soon. You'll see in the end I end up chasing this Tiger 2 here, but you can see the pen here. I have to switch to premium, and I wasn't hiding my lower plate. So this tank, it earns a lot of money. You'll see in the two replays I show, it earns a lot of money even if you're shooting premium shells, but you really want to learn how to side scrape. This tank here is really good for side scraping because it has a strong hull. The side armor isn't too bad, you just need to angle it. So we're coming in this game here, it's a 2v1 situation right now. I quickly pick off the first target there, which is not a problem. That's what you need to do in 2v1 situations, is always go for the lower hit point tank. So you can see I switched to premium right now. I'm at 3k damage, 1.2k blocked. Basically, I have premium on just so I can get that tank, or clear him and get the win. But you can see I can't even go through the turret with premium on the Tiger 2. And sometimes that gets really annoying, but for most situations, you won't need premium. But in those when you're matched up with tier 9s, you might need to. Like the T95, if you're getting shot by a T95, this can easily go through the lower plate of the T95 with the premium, and it really works out a lot. So, as I was talking about the top speed here, the Tiger 2 is faster than me, so we're kind of playing ring around the rosy. I missed that shot, which was a terrible decision. I should have lost this game, but I ended up winning because of the Tiger 2's mistake right there and missing. But we finish on 2.3k damage, or 3.3k damage, and 1.5k blocked. So overall, pretty good game for you there. Now, in this second game, I really wanted to show the second game because it demonstrates how good the armor is. So, the armor on the front hull is 150 millimeters, but it's angled. So, it's really hard to pen. The sides are only 80, and so the sides in the rear are the same. They're both 80. So, you're going to get penned really easily by every tank, and it's flat. So, there's no spaced armor or anything. So, you're going to get, penned through the side and the rear pretty easily. The turret, though, the turret has 120 millimeters in the front, so you're going to be blocking a lot of shots. And the cupola is really hard to hit. It's really not easy, especially if you're moving back and forth. It's not going to be an easy target. Normally, people aren't going to go for it. But the sides and the rear of the turret are, again, 80. So they're going to be able to pen you really easily. Right here, you can see I'm in a hull down position. They can't see my lower plate, so you're going to see how much damage I blocked this game. And this is basically a really good example of not how to play this tank, but how you want to play this tank. Is in hull down position. Look, Yag Tiger bounced. T28 prototype bounced. I'm at 720 block damage already. So the way you want to deal with this tank right now is there's two little spaces between the left and the right on the turret. You just see right here I got penned. So to the left and the right of the gun mantling, there's two little cheeks that you can really pen easily with AP, I'm pretty sure, on most tanks, and most always APCR. But it's really hard to hit. So when you see me going back and wiggling my turret, it's just because they can't pen me through or it's going to be a harder shot through to get through my turret. Right here, you can see me wiggling, and the KV-4 doesn't even shoot. So it's going to be really hard for this KV-4 to pen me. But for me, I have this tank fully unlocked, or fully maxed out with equipment, and I find it to be one of my favorite premium tanks. It's really grown on me since the update, and it's all around. It makes you a lot of money, so if you're desperate for money, you can always get this tank. Again, with the accuracy there, that should have went in. That's just one of the things that happens from RNG. But this KV-4, see, he's struggling to pen my turret. It's really hard for him, just because the position I'm in. I'm already at almost 2k blocked damage this game, just because the KV-4, the Defender, now the T49, and the Yag Tiger are all trying to shoot me, but clearly they can't pen me just because of the position I'm in. And the DPM on this right now, I'm out DPMing that KV-4. That KV-4, you can tell he has the good gun on it, not the 122, but the good gun. And I'm just melting him. And I realize now that there's still 5 enemy tanks remaining, and I have a full team, so I wanted to push up here. I need to clear this T49. Of course, the maneuverability on it isn't that good, like I said. But realistically, you're not going to be needing it that much. I'm at 1,500 hit points. This is before all the extra hit points that you can get on it. I carry 4% more armor, just because it really helps in that lower plate area. And right here, as you can see, right here too, with the Yag Tiger, you'll see in 1 second, I get a quick snapshot on him, which works out perfectly fine, but I reverse right away, and he gets caught shooting my tracks. You'll realize that a lot, and it's one of the weak points of this tank. If someone's at your left or right, and they shoot your track, you can get penned through your track, which is pretty annoying, but what can you do about it? So, this tank overall, it earns you a lot of money. It really helps towards your crew experience if you're trying to get your tier 7 crew experience, or like your max crew experience. And honestly, I'd recommend this to anyone who's first playing, because it's welcome to it's a good all-around tank. It's a great all-around tank, and if you want to ram people, just you wait for that, because it's a heavy monster of a tank, and you'll realize that a lot of people won't do damage to you. So finish up this game here on 3.7k damage and 2.5k blocked. Coming at the end of the game here, I earned 104,000 credits, so it's really good on making credits, so I honestly recommend it. Okay guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks.